What's going on, everyone? My name is Jason.
Hey friends, it's Destiny Josen.
Because they usually go all out for maintenance.
I loved it. And stop and be like, this is amazing.
I just think this is awesome for the both of them.
Hey, what's cracking, everybody? WWE Hall of Famer, The Godfather, and I want you to watch the number one, that's right, the number one podcast, Shoots and Ladders. See you there. Hey.
Here are your hosts, Jason and Desiree.
Shoots and Ladders, AEW Redemption Predictions. What's going on, everyone? My name is Jason.
Hi friends, it's Desiree Josen.
We're breaking down Redemption. We're giving our predictions, talking about what can steal the show, and seeing if AEW can continue the momentum they've already built for 2026. Des, what are your initial thoughts?
100%. They are going to maintain this momentum. They have yet to disappoint us, so I have a lot of faith in them, especially they're going to be in Montreal. So, of course, international crowds are going to be absolutely feral, and this is the final stop before All In. So I feel like they are going to end this with a banger.
Yeah, 100%. Let's roll right in. First, we have Kyle Fletcher against Bandito. Kyle Fletcher is developed into one of the most complete wrestlers in the company. But Bandito simply must watch every time he steps on the screen. Des, kick us off. What are your thoughts and grade?
I know Bandito, he has improved immensely the past couple of years. He is, he's slowly climbing that ladder. He's winning us over. He's definitely going to perform, but I feel like Kyle is still going to retain. He's going to find a way to win. I think it would be smart for them to start out this kind of match for the show, but definitely it's going to be a good, technical, fun cat and mouse match. But unfortunately, I don't think Bandito is going to win this one. And I'll give it like a B.
Yeah, I think B's fair. I'm actually with you. I think it's good to have Kyle Fletcher continue to hold the title. Eventually I think they'll drop it for him. We'll see who, but I think it's good. It's beneficial for him to have a nice reign to give him credibility.
Yeah.
All right, now let's talk about the grudge match. Chris Jericho versus Ciampa. I mean, forget wrestling. This is going to be a fight. Des, who gets her hand raised when it's all over, and what's your grade?
This one's kind of tough because it could really go either way. It's going to be good. It's really nice to see Jericho back, too. With him being away for a little bit where we're like, let's put him somewhere else. No, it's nice to see him yapping again. With that being said, do either of these guys really need to win to be put over? No, because they're both over. What do I see? I don't know. I have a feeling that Jericho is going to win. And as soon as I saw this matchup, I was like, I don't know, is Ciampa going to get it? He could. I wouldn't hate it, but I just have that feeling that Chris Jericho is just going to get the pin. So I'll just go with my gut. We'll do that. And I'll give it like a B+.
Yeah, you know what? I'll just echo everything you said. I mean, to your point, if either one wins, it's, they're both pretty over, especially Jericho. He's been in the game for so long. It's definitely interesting to see him back. Maybe I give it to Ciampa just because, maybe he needs a little bit more, but I can, I'm just going to echo what you said. I'll say Jericho. I think a B+ is a good grade.
Sure.
All right, now let's have the AEW National Championship. Mark Davis versus Andrade. Mark Davis has looked every bit like a fighting champion, but Andrade has a knack for delivering whenever championship gold is on the line. Des, who walks out with the title, and what's your grade?
This one I feel like is going to be a fun match. Some entertainment here. But I do see Andrade walking away with the title as well as a young lady. He's going to be taking those selfies with some beautiful women. But yeah, I feel like it's been teased enough and he's done enough where I think he's actually going to win this title. So I will go with that. Entertainment, yes, I will give it like a B+.
Yeah, I think it's going to be fun. B+, I think, is a solid grade. I'm kind of with you. I think at this point, that having that type of change would actually be fun. It could be warranted, and it kind of keeps the storylines going. So, yeah, I'm with you. I think B+ is a good grade. All right, now let's talk about the World Tag Team Championship. You have Cage and Cope versus Castagnoli and Pac. 4 veterans, 4 incredible storytellers, 4 people who know exactly how to get a crowd invested. Des, who are your winners and what's your grade?
This one's kind of tough, just because we have just projected Cage and Cope not really holding the title very long, and they keep holding it. So they could surprise us and retain again. And, with Claudio and Pac, I mean, it's not like they can't win. We know they can. But will they? They'll find a way to cheat and, Death Riders being Death Riders. But, I don't know. So I'm going to go with Cage and Cope retaining. They may lose them at the next pay-per-view. We'll just go with that. So, pure entertainment, lots of technical, like you said, 4 vets in the ring. It's going to be a good one. So I'll give it like an A-.
Okay, I'll give it like a B, but I'm with you. I think Cage and Cope will win. And I say that because, listen, we've been wrong so far. I don't think if Castagnoli and Pac wins, I don't think it really does much. So might as well give Cage and Cope the title for some time and just, at this point, just let them roll with it because the division needs to be retooled.
Yeah.
All right, now let's go to the AEW Women's World Championship. Tekla versus Nightingale. Tekla has been one of AEW's biggest breakout stars, but Willow is a fan favorite. Des, is this Willow's coronation, or is Tekla spoiled the celebration?
I love Willow. We love Willow. I remember when she became All Elite. I was there at the taping. I think it's time for her, but do we think they're going to let Tekla lose it here? Probably not. But surprise me. I would love for her to have some gold around her. So I think it's going to be, she's going to put up a hell of a fight and prove why she's a contender for the title. So I love Willow. I want you to win, girl, but I don't think that maybe at All In. Maybe. So I'm going to have Tekla retaining. I will give it a B+.
Same, and everything you just said, I was going to say for this particular pay-per-view, probably not for the next one. I could see that. And a lot of times they kind of have to do things like this so they can extend the feud. So I'm actually kind of with you. I'm going to give it a B.
Yeah.
All right, now let's get to the main event. AEW World Championship, Kenny Omega versus Kevin Knight. Kevin Knight has earned the opportunity of a lifetime. Kenny Omega is one of the greatest professional wrestlers ever. Can Kevin Knight shock the world? Des, who's walking out with a championship, and what's your grade?
Come on now. We know what we're setting up for.
Yeah, this is too obvious.
Be real. You know what?
Yeah.
Any wrestling fan can put 2 and 2 together. Kevin Knight, yes, I get it. You're hot and you're strong. You are great. However, you are not winning solely for the fact that we are going to get Kenny Omega versus Will Ospreay in All In. So we're just going to leave it at that. It's going to be good. It will be a great main event. You know what? We are becoming bigger and bigger fans and more appreciative of Kenny, knowing that he's towards the end of his career. So it's going to be a great match. I'm sure we're going to be talking about it next week, and we can't wait for it. However, we know what this is leading to. So I will give it an A-.
Yeah, 100%. And here's what I will say, though. I think Kenny's going to win. I think it's too obvious because we know what's going to be set up. I will say, I think Kevin Knight can basically win by losing, because if he shows out like no other, I think the future will be a world title in his hands. If he can kind of get the boys in the back to kind of give a round of applause, standing ovation, saying, "Hey, look, you stepped up when needed to," I think that'll just speak volumes, because I think eventually he could be champion. But yeah, for this particular match, it's just too obvious.
Yeah, in these cases, like you said, you don't have to win to be put over. So yeah, I think he's going to be completely elevated with this match with Kenny.
No doubt. All right, Des. Now we're going to do a fast count Canadian countdown. You ready?
A.
All right. First up, match of the night.
Kenny and Kevin.
Yeah, I'd say so. All right. Biggest surprise.
Willow winning.
Okay. Most likely title change.
We're gonna have Andrade. We already said that.
Okay. MVP of the night.
It could be Kenny and it could be Kevin Knight. Who knows?
Okay. Which wrestler has the most to gain with a victory?
Willow.
Okay. Will we see a debut, return, heel turn, or shocking betrayal?
We will see the return of Buddy Matthews.
Ooh, I love it. When the final bell rings, what letter grade are you giving Redemption?
This is the first Redemption. They're going to be in an international crowd, a pretty decent match card, and I expect some titles to change, and we're leading into All In. So I expect greatness. So with that being said, I will give it like an A-.
Yeah, I think A- is a good grade. Just for everything you just said. I think All In's going to be better, but this is a nice alley-oop.
Yep.
All right, Des, and what are your final thoughts?
We always look forward to these pay-per-views. AEW does not disappoint. The quality is going to be off the charts. Canadian crowd, we're going to get a great weekend of matches. So it's going to be great.
All right. That actually wraps up this episode. Now we want to hear from you. Which predictions did we get right? Which ones did we completely miss? Please shoot us a DM at the Shoots and Ladders.
And like always, like, share, and subscribe on YouTube and Spotify.
All right. Once again, my name is Jason.
I'm Desiree Josten.
Okay, until next time, have a blessed day and a blessed week.
Have a great week. Bye, friends.
This was another episode of the Shoots and Ladders podcast.